Is this just going to be a show of a...
But I think people enjoy that.
This week in the weekly dumpster fire that is America. Here we go, folks.
Hot topics.
Yeah. Welcome to the A Collective.
The girls are fighting.
The media is already bending
For sisterhood meets sad. Girl, this is funny. This.
Oh, I'm putting bloopers in at the end of every episode.
Welcome in, friends, to another episode of the A Collective. We're back. I'm Shannon, and as always, my partners in crime, Stacey. She knows who she is today.
I'm Elvie. Hi, friends.
You can call me Coco.
Y'all, please don't engage with Stacey's shenanigans. Do not go around calling her Coco. Do not. Elvie's like, oh no, nope. Not gonna do it.
I'm out of this one.
So today we have a mishmash. It's Hot Topic Day. We're talking about all the things. We're talking about love and a few other things in between. So
America's Ghetto. Did y'all see that cover? That Time cover? They are going to fucking fight.
I can't wait.
he's gonna lose his mind. He's gonna lose his shit.
He
About
is,
that
and I
Time
want him
cover.
to. I saw that and I was like,
Just it's been so much going on. I don't want to see one of his little temper tantrums because he's going to have a temper tantrum.
it's needed though, right?
Well, he's
I
gonna,
think it's needed because that means they're going to turn on each other.
as we like to say on TikTok, he's gonna crash out.
Crash out.
He's
Big
gonna
time.
crash out. He is
Somebody
going-
said, I hope the ketchup packets are away. Obviously, he throws ketchup.
I know. I used to, every time, the first time around, anytime he would get upset, like after it came out about like the ketchup and ketchup bottles, and I was like, everybody guard the ketchup. Guard the ketchup.
Yeah.
Like, watch out.
You
Watch
are a
the-
man
all the
child.
condiments.
He is a mediocre one at that. I said what I said.
Bitch, I said what I said.
He's a mediocre man who has benefited from just
He is a DEI. candidate.
he's a Nepo baby.
Yeah.
He's a Nepo man child.
All I know is that if I have to hear one more time that he is a good businessman,
He's a
He
trash
get outta here.
businessman.
bankrupted
He's a trash
a-
businessman.
casino.
That's got to be bad.
That
you
business-
are
look,
bad off.
That casinos are just a license to print money, and he successfully bankrupted one.
Because technically he's really not a businessman. He's a showman.
Yeah.
He is a showman.
Well, he needs to go back to TV and leave the rest of us
But
alone.
he's got his match. You've got Elon, because that's a fool.
And he's just a billionaire on paper.
This will come out the day before Valentine's Day.
There's no love lost here.
Honey, because you're happily married. And we're out here in the cruel dating world right now, trying to figure it out and
I
find.
don't even know if we're doing anything
love.
for Valentine's Day.
Don't matter, you married
Yeah.
and happily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and we're not. Like, what are your plans for Valentine's Day? Be with myself.
Me, myself, and I.
That's all I got in the end.
That's what I found out.
Yes, I am my own best friend. Or Brandy, sitting up in my room,
I haven't heard that song in a while.
Ooh, we got to talk about Kanye, too.
That fool.
So we
Did
can
you
talk
see
about
his Sean John launch?
I'm sorry, what?
Well, you didn't see this?
No.
He's saying he wants to collaborate a clothing line with Puffy because we threw Puffy out in the cold as Black people. Shannon.
He has lost his everlasting mind.
And-
Ain't nobody threw him out in the cold. When you
He
got
did.
5 grown men crying about how cruel he was and the inhumane treatment they suffered as a result of him, go to hell.
Kick
Go
rocks
to
and
hell.
sandals.
Yeah, no. Kick rocks barefoot with a fresh
Ooh.
pedicure.
Yikes. Ay, ay, ay.
Listen, Puffy, and I believe most of the things they've said, he is a horrible, well, no, it's my opinion. He's a horrible human being. If he did what they are alleging,
Even if he did a fraction of what they're alleging.
he's a despicable human being.
Yeah.
who
This has
needs-
nothing to do with rape. This is called, no, we as humans don't want to claim him. It goes beyond race because I'm like, I don't even want to be the same species as him.
He's a very, very bad human being who is an excellent businessman, but terrible human, and he needs therapy. He needs lots of intensive therapy.
Yeah. So they're selling these things on Yeezy.com and it's just a Sean John shirt. A Sean John shirt. So yeah, and profits are going the two of them. So yeah. So
Did
I
he
don't know.
announces it? Well, I mean, I
Yeah,
know
it was on
somebody's
his
running his
social
account.
media.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw this last night and I said, I don't even know what to say about this. Oh.
No, thank you. No, thank you. Although Puffy appears to be a decent businessman in terms of profitable company strategic partnerships, but he's a terrible human, and he may have come a good businessman by through terrible human means.
Hell, at this point, if a lavender marriage would be better than no marriage, if I get my Zepbound covered and
Do you have
my
sex
bills
with him
paid.
though?
I mean,
I wouldn't.
if it's a
I know, 'cause
lavender
that's
marriage,
risky.
yeah, no, if it's a lavender marriage, you don't, you
I would
could,
only
you
do that
each
for
could
financial
do,
gain.
yeah, you
Gain.
each,
I mean, significant. It'd have to be significant.
I need a lot
financial
of money
gain.
for this.
Yeah, I need a lot of money. You got,
no,
baby, you got to break me off.
I mean,
Because you can't break me off no other way.
if my Zepbound's gonna be covered and if I'm allowed to go out and find a boyfriend, yeah, fuck yeah, lavender marriage me up.
As long as there was a whole shit ton of money involved in it. If there's a lot of money in it, I'd do a lavender marriage at this point.
And what would you tell
Listen,
your
because-
family? Because you know old black people. Girl, she done married that man and she know he don't like women.
So this is this is where we're at though, right? So my mother has one sibling left and my dad has 3. And then I have 2 aunts who married into the family on my mother's side. So technically I have 3 aunts over there, an aunt over here, and 2 uncles.
So it's slim. You could get
It's
away
slim,
with it.
so there would be minimal judgment.
Okay.
This wouldn't be like if I was in my 20s when the
Right.
family was
Yeah.
super huge. Like we got next, we're and like in a lot of things we already got next. We're already doing the things as it relates to holidays and all that. It's already passed to my generation, so it wouldn't matter a whole lot.
I
There
have
would
such a
be
tiny family, but my aunt would be like telling her friends,
Hey.
they
I wonder, does she?
So I love the idea of love. I love love. And no offense, I really love black love. Black love. I used to tell y'all will get a kick out of this. So me and a good friend who is white, she lives in Jersey and we're like still very, very close. And we would tease each other and I'd be like, I want a brown one, not a pink one.
Be granted, I'm so congested that it's kind of hard to close my mouth, but still.
So
Would
I
you
love-
take a pink one?
no, I still don't want a pink one at this point.
Even
Okay.
And I have friends who are like, no, let's just taste the rainbow. Nope, don't want to do it. I am strictly,
chocolate.
I want a and preferably I want a chocolate one. I don't want a
like
light one.
Yeah, like a dark chocolate.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't want a light skin one. I want a dark one.
I mean, obviously, I've tasted the rainbow, so my mom's dead. I don't need to say sorry, Mom.
But no, I really do love the idea of love. I would love, but I'm very practical and realistic at this point in life. And so not sure it'll happen. Not sure that
Say
because dating, stay married, sis. Stay married. Ain't nothing out here in these streets. For you, or you and hubby, stay married. Ain't nothing out here for y'all. Stay married. Because out here, it's hard. It's hard in these dating streets. And yeah,
I
I'm not
believe
sure.
it.
I'm not sure it'll really happen. I want it to happen.
I know. And do you get tired of people being like, "Oh, it's gonna happen. You just need to be patient."
I was
I'm
just about to say that, so I'm glad I didn't say it.
Fuck off. Yeah, my therapist says it to me, and I'm like,
I mean, it's like, you don't think I've been trying. Like, so I had like a run-in with my college roommates. I'm a out them. If you know them, you know them. If you don't, you don't. Right? Fall of 23, they're like, so they pressure me whenever we're together because everybody's married except me. And I'm at the point where you don't even get to meet friends or family unless we're serious. Like, if I'm just playing with you, which I ain't playing at this age, you don't get to come around.
When you say playing, I mean,
If
my
we're
thoughts
just
are playing.
if we're just dating and we're not like super serious, you don't get to meet the family. We get to go on dates and hang out. If it's serious, we're in a committed relationship, then you will maybe get to start to meet the family. So they're always like, so when are you getting married so we can take a couples trip? I don't know. But that right now, at this stage in life, that is like the equivalent of, so when are you having kids?
yeah.
And I got very upset a couple years ago because they were like, and I was, because I was asked if I was gay, are you too picky? He may have to have bad credit. He may have to, and I was like, okay, so listen, y'all. It's like, I'm not settling. I'm not gay. I'm not settling. I want what I want, but y'all have all been married for a while. Dating is trash right now. Dating is trash. And I've dated enough pharmaceutical salesmen in my time. I don't need that anymore.
Jesus Christ, that is not the life either.
No. And this, while I was in Texas, right? This guy.
Did you know?
No. So let me tell you what happened. This is how
good
dating
story time.
Oh, honey, this is a story time. So I go to the one Delta Community Credit Union in Texas. There's only one. There's a grocery store next door. There was a Kroger. I went in the Kroger and I went like early in the morning. So like I was in like a muumuu sundress with like some sandals. It wasn't ugly, but it wasn't
Why were
like
you in a muumuu sundress.
It was just, it was like a big oversized sundress.
The
You know,
minute you said moo moo, I immediately
Did you
looked
look at
my
my
face.
face?
I was like, I just want to see your
what did
face.
it look like?
Wasn't good.
Oh, Trent,
It was
you
kind of like-
digress.
Look,
It was just oversized, right? And it wasn't like dressed
On
up in
brand
heels
for
or
Shannon.
anything. It was oversized. I go to the bank, do my business. Then I go to the grocery store and I'm like, let me pick up a couple things. Hey, but I was a lot heavier back then too. So he follows me. He says good morning, and I'm like, hey, good morning. And I keep going on about my business, trying to get what I needed to get. And he follows me, and we like talk for a moment or two, and then I'm like, okay, bye. Whatever. He follows me out the store and is like, hey, I'd like to get to know you. Can I get your phone number?
Yeah, he was
okay,
like that
sure.
me from behind.
I was like, sure.
saw
Why
that
not?
tail wagging, honey.
Exactly.
Why not? 'Cause even in the dress, yes. So I was like, okay, and I moved to Texas. Part of the reason I moved to Texas was to change my dating pool. Well, we go out, we start dating. He's calling me like every morning. When I tell you he's doing the right things,
He knows what to do.
oh yeah, have a great day. Yeah, reverse in the evening. How was your day? Tell me. I was just think he might be right. And he made it very clear, because I was a woman of size. I wasn't quite as big as kind of one of my before pictures, but I was a thickalicious sister. I was a plus size sister. He made it very clear he liked women my type, my size. He told me like, that's one of the reasons I work out, so that, you got nothing to worry about. I said, all right. Cause he was like super buff. So, he's telling me we're getting to know each other. But then one day out of the blue, he calls me and he's like, hey, have you gotten any odd pictures from me? And I'm like, right. You don't know where this is going. He said, if you get some odd pictures, ignore them. Something's going on with my phone and it's just sending out random text messages with pictures. And I said, okay, no worries. This was like first thing in the morning. And I don't think anything else of it. I don't get any pictures. I start working, and probably 2-3 o'clock, my phone starts lighting up with text messages from him. It is photos, but not what you think. It's not what you think. So he was like super buff, and he had like tribal tattoos. So these are a lot of pictures without his face, but you saw his arms. There was stacks on stacks on racks on racks on racks on racks all over the table. Baby, let's go. All it is, then there's a picture of an ATM receipt that like the bank account has like over $100,000 sitting in it, all these things, right? And I was like, this is super weird. And I was just like, he's in the insurance business. I know people are good with their money.
Not this good.
I don't think this is what this is. And he had mentioned in a conversation or two that he kept cash not only at his house, but his mother's house.
Well, that's it right there.
And I, because listen, I wasn't new to that. I had been true to it at one point, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I called one of my trusted guy friends, just a friend, that we can talk about dating with each other. And I was like, hey, this happened to me. And let me show you these pictures. Tell him the story. And then I'm like, let me send you what he sent me. Because I said, I don't think this was an accident. He goes, my friend was like, no, it's not an accident. He was testing
He's stunting.
you.
Uh-huh.
He was testing you to see what kind of reaction you're
would
going
have.
to give him. And I was like, oh, he ain't going to like my reaction. He is not going to like my reaction, because I'm not about that life. We we're not doing that no more. So I had to have that conversation with him like twice because he was like, I just don't understand. You're jumping to conclusions. That's not what this is. And I was like, sir, I am in my 40s. I have been on this block before. That is exactly what this is. And I don't do that.
I'm not
no
doing
more.
that.
I don't do that. I don't fool with that. I don't
Yeah,
I don't
in
want
my
to be a part of
20s,
that.
sure.
In your 20s, you had more to lose, right? And it was a dumb decision then.
Yeah, I didn't have as much to lose, but
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not even remotely about that life. I said, I know when I see that, that's what that is. And he maintained, I just don't think you're giving us, I was like, yeah, we can't. Farewell, sir. Farewell. And I'll show you all some of the pictures because I still have them.
I would have saved them too. I would have been
Yeah,
like,
I deleted pretty much the whole thread, but because I had forwarded some to a friend, because I was like, the friend I was talking to, I was like, what in the hell? What do you think this is? And he was like, oh, he's testing you. He's trying to see what your
And he
reaction
was
is.
stunned, so you could see I got
So
money.
yeah, so after we finish, I will show you all the photos. I will share because it was crazy.
Where
It
is
was
he now, I wonder?
I'm sure he's still in Texas. Yeah, I hope he's still alive.
Yeah, those are the things that you
yeah,
wonder.
you never know.
Yeah, but I was like, no, that's not what we do.
And you start wondering, like, when you are caught up in that kind of stuff, and you're like, okay, Lord, let me get out of this shit because there's too much that goes on with that.
It is because once upon a time,
I mean, I dated a gang member in my 20s. Didn't know he was a gang member.
Well, yeah, I kind of stumbled into somebody that was kind of living that life, and I didn't know they were living that life, and like later found out, and I was in too deep. I mean, it had been like a while, and was just like,
because it's a lot of nefarious acts that go along with doing one wrong thing. Like the one that I had, yeah, that was bad. And when I realized he had somebody's car blown up outside of a club, I said, you know what? Cut this shit off. She might blow me up.
Listen, think I've been followed.
Probably so. If you've been at his house, if you've been at somebody's house,
100.
I've been followed by the feds, and I like, and keep in mind, this was also during the time I was a flight attendant. So I landed in his city, probably in the middle of like a little war. Yeah, because he would send somebody to pick me up a lot. And I became very close to this person. Like we would laugh and be like, haha, like I would hug him and be like, I won't say his name, but like he'd be like, so and so sent me to get you. You want something to eat? Do I need to stop and get you something to eat? I'm supposed to take you here. You'll meet him here, or, you're going over here. He gonna scoop you up, from there or whatever. Right. So I love this person. And these were not flashy people. Let's be clear. These were people who drove like beaters. They were not flashy. They drove Buicks.
Yeah, they
drove
can't be.
Hondas.
They were smart.
They were, yeah. One time I landed and my friend picked me up. Guy was saying picked me up because the person who used to pick me up got killed. Yeah. And there was like all this talk of retaliation and So yeah, we don't do that no more.
we too
That
big
ain't
for
the
that.
type. Yeah. But honey, at my big age, I ain't got no business with that.
And it's maybe exciting for a minute, and then you start thinking, and you're like, wait a minute, this ain't exciting.
It's
I don't like
it's a
this.
mess. And I was just like,
It is a mess, and we have
Like,
no more sense than to go along with it. Like my
Heart.
boyfriend,
heart.
my boyfriend. What future do you think you're gonna have? Oh,
Yeah.
go to jail.
Right? Look at here. I am. I work for a church. I used to work for a church.
Baby.
Look, life. Listen, honey, God can do anything. He protected me. Babies and fools.
Yeah.
Babies and fools. I was a 20-some-year-old fool.
A fool, honey.
Yeah.
I'm so glad. that
LB's
I'm-
like, I am just absolutely sitting here amazed.
No,
I
I'm
am
just
so
like,
glad
well, I'm
that I
not
am
alone. I
married.
mean, because but in my defense, I didn't know he had been in a gang because I met him while working at Pier 1. Like we worked at Pier 1 together.
That's a very pure job.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so then we were talking because he was from that area. It was when I was living out in California. And I was like, so where did you go to high school? And he's like, oh, I graduated from CYA. And I was like, what's CYA? I don't know that one. And he's like, California Youth Authority. And I just kind of looked at him and he was like, that's juvie. And I was like,
And that's how you look too, didn't you?
Yeah. So while I was living in California, there was him, and then there was another that his mom, like his paternal grandfather, was Italian, owned a lot of delis.
Mob affiliated.
He was a lot of fun too. And when he found out, we like kind of keep it because he's a little, I haven't heard from him in years, but he would reach out randomly. And I forget what was happening. I think it was when ex-husband and I were going, it might have been during that. He sent me a fucking taser.
Wait, why?
Because he wanted me to have protection. Like, he's just wild. He is absolutely crackerjacks crazy. Yeah. This is the other reason why I'm like, maybe I need someone else to choose for me.
I don't want anybody else to choose for me. I'm particular.
I am too,
But-
but I'm starting to wonder.
You think your picker's bad?
Yeah.
I think my picker's bad. I'm just, you know what it is? I'm wiser now. And I won't settle for any old thing.
Yeah, I'm wiser now too, but I mean,
What that
obviously
means.
not that much wiser. Look at me with Coach.
Well,
I'm a lot, and I know that. I'm not gonna
so
apologize
I
for it, though.
recommend, this is slow. I'm slow. That's why we go coffee. We go coffee first date. I need
Yeah.
to know if you're like, am I even interested in you? Can we share a meal together? Do we have enough in common to share a meal together?
Yeah, but I can't even find anyone I want to go on a date with. I feel like she's writing a note as she's about to do a sign.
Who? No, my phone went
Does
off.
she have her? Is that pad gonna be?
Oh, wait
you
a
know what
minute.
she needs?
Wait a minute.
She needs a whiteboard. She needs
Yeah.
a little
Yeah.
Tim Russert whiteboard. So that
Oh,
there it is.
no, but we do. We need to get you like a white, like that. That's just about to be your thing.
yeah, Tim Russert whiteboard.
Yeah.
Little one.
Okay.
Little one.
I
Like
ordered
Mark.
one of those mobile desks because I think I'm going to move my location. Things.
I'm about ready to try to find my garbage bell. I feel like the garbage bell is a necessity. One of those like service bells. But I got one for my business partner, but I took it because I was like it was for both of us. It was in our office, and it was the garbage bell. And when something was garbage, you ding-a-ling-a-ling. Let some aggression out.
I need like a little mini trash can. Here you go. It's just trash.
Yeah.
Just trash.
Oh,
Just trash.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, it's hard. Again, stay married. Stay
I
married. But I love
am.
the idea of love, and I do want love, but I'm just not willing to settle for any old kind of love. I'm too old to be settling.
Settle. I can't even find anything that's like remotely close.
You know why I won't settle? I won't settle because I've learned peace of mind is priceless. Peace of mind is priceless. And if I don't have peace of mind because I settled, won't do me any good. So I won't do it. I will.
Talking about settling the way I did the first time. I'm talking about like,
My girl said, not the way I did the first time.
You settled? You think you settled the first time?
I was so like desperate to have a true relationship and get married, not necessarily have kids, but like I was desperate not to be the single person anymore.
Because
I
you
get
did
that.
tell us that you went to college and that was your goal, right? That's what your mom
Yeah.
wanted you to do.
And then I, didn't succeed. So
So were you thought to be, because this is again a different whole socialization thing about how culturally we're socialized different or we're raised differently. So when you graduated and you were not on your way to being a Mrs.,
oh yeah, I
Was
I
that-
didn't even graduate, which was also problematic. But I had to leave. I was assaulted the end of my sophomore year with a handgun. One of my sorority sisters, her older brother, who was also a pharmaceutical sales. And yeah, so I needed to, and then I just never went back. And then I found hair and all the things. So like when I look at the grand scheme of things, like it took me down an amazing path because I loved doing hair. But yeah, I mean, my mom was very much, there was pressure, but yeah, I think it was a lot of her. So I don't know. And like, cause there were definitely, like, I saw some of the red flags, but at the same time, I was kind of like, no, it's going to be fine. So I'm like,
When
I
did you
want
start
like
seeing
real,
cracks in the foundation?
grade, I think.
Okay.
Like there might have been one or two like little before. Again, you start to think, well, nobody's perfect,
Right.
And it wasn't anything like what it ended up being, right? So when I say settling, I mean like maybe if they're not over 6 foot, Like, I mean more like physical things but there are definitely, like, I'm not going to settle when it comes to our connection.
Shannon has some opinions. I saw your eyes
I know.
dancing. What were you about to say when she said over 6 foot?
I'm sorry. I'm standing 10 toes down. Maybe 6 foot, 6'1" or better, preferably. Because I still like to I don't wear sky high heels, but I can become a tall drink of water in a pair of heels. And now that I'm downsizing my body, some of my shoes, some of my higher heels feel a little better now.
Right? Same.
So I want to be taller than you in a picture.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I have kind of realized that maybe, because after I divorced, I mean, my ex and I are the same height.
I mean, I probably will get flack for that. Like, just so superficial.
No,
and how could you? But I want what I want.
And it is a thing, because the number of times I see on Bumble, like, sorry, ladies, not over 6 foot. You're like, clearly we're not alone in what I prefer it 100%. That's why I was so excited about Coach, because he was tall. That's why I was so excited about Texas, because he was tall. He was like 6'6" or 6'7". He was tall.
That's a tree to climb.
Yeah, and I felt like so little. Even when I was at 272 pounds, I still felt little.
Oh, wow.
But he's with someone, so that's it.
So, LV, you've changed. Have you changed more of your kind of appearance wants?
No, because I don't have a type. I really don't. I don't. It's I either look at you and I'm like, or I look at you and I go, nope. But I would prefer over 6 feet. But I've dated Indian guys, I've dated Hispanic guys, I've dated Black guys, I've dated white guys,
You've tasted the rainbow.
I
love that for you.
Have.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Yeah. For me, it's just like, I will know when I look at them, whether I'm attracted to them or not. I don't seem to have a type.
I think that's good, because that leaves the door open for a lot of possibilities.
Not around here, it don't.
Yeah, because your town's kind of lily white.
Yeah. And then the ones that maybe aren't lily white, or either I look at them and I'm like, nope, or I look at their profile and I'm like, well, that's fake. Because those are 3 separate black men. Like, they don't even look the same.
Catfishing.
Yes. And then I get sad, because then I also like go up and they're never verified. And I was like, yeah.
You fake man.
I have a type.
We know.
I want what I want. And I'm okay with it. Tried. Because that friend right there, that's my airline bestie.
Yeah.
When she was single, she was like a rainbow. Love knows no color. Yeah, it does. Friends.
It's okay.
I mean,
so, yeah, but she's somebody who, rainbow. She's a rainbow Annie. And she still believes, like, she's married now, but she still, like, she encourages her kids to be, rainbow people, all of that. I'm like, that is great.
Yeah.
Still not my cup of tea. Not for me. Nope. And watch. I'm going to end up with somebody else.
You're gonna like meet someone somewhere and he's just gonna be so perfect, but he's gonna be like redheaded.
Or he may be an Indian.
Right? I mean, I did date an Indian.
Baby, and my family and friends will be like,
yeah.
What? Like, yeah,
I
this
know,
is
he's
what
my
love
Oh,
is.
we will joke on you, baby.
Oh,
Be
I know.
like, girl.
That's why, baby, it'll be last minute before y'all meet him.
Yeah.
Last minute.
Yeah, you see that, LV? She doesn't trust us.
Nope. I'll just be like, I do it. I'll be like trying to find this episode. Be like,
And what is this, episode 7?
yeah, we need to
Be
remember
like,
that.
you know how karma just comes around?
Yeah.
And spins the block. It's butt on Shannon.
Yeah.
And then Shannon's dating an Indian man. Or as old black people say, an Indian.
Yep. Yep. And watch. That's why I'll go play out.
Yeah.
The Lord's going to be like, not that
And
kind of
wait
brown
till
one
we
for
meet him.
Not kind of that. Not a chocolate one for you. You
And
get
when
this
we
other one.
meet him, oh,
I'm gonna be like, here, you should watch something.
be like, I've got to warn you before you meet my friends. So let's talk about these friends I have.
Yeah.
Let's talk about these ones and these ones.
yeah. Because we're going to eat you up. We are going to eat you up.
Hope you're patient, sir.
Uh-huh.
Be like, Lord have mercy.
Because it's 2 of them. And we did a show together.
And I said, listen, but I would own up to that and be like,
I've always said that I never would date.
yeah. And, we'll be like, and God laughs when we make our own personal plans.
Yep.
And I'll be like, this right here is a representative of God laughing at me.
Well, just for the record, God, this is not the plan that I had. You can give me another one.
We just don't want that ex-husband type.
No, not him
No.
again.
No.
No.
No. But we've
What
learned
happened
from
if
that,
you
right?
saw him on the street?
I'd probably have a panic attack, in all honesty.
Really?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I might need help. We might need to find me a matchmaker.
Have you thought about using one of those like higher end kind of services?
Concierge service?
Yeah.
Are there anywhere like it would be like long distance? Because I haven't, because like I live in central Pennsylvania.
Do you think you'll leave central Pennsylvania
Yeah.
eventually?
I would like to.
I think Dad is the
for right
reason.
now, we got to be here. But, then I worry like, oh, God, like she's going to be in like middle school or high school. That's like so shitty of me to move
I
her.
think as long as she has like a couple of years left at least of high school,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it any child's senior year.
Yeah. No.
But if she got a junior and a senior year left,
Yeah.
let's go.
Because like,
I agree.
I really don't think it's going to happen here. Then I'm like, do I try to see? Do I go visit Stacy and be like, well, girl, we're going out. Let's see if I can find someone in Nashville. Do I go to it? I mean, in Indianapolis is probably not it, but I'm sure Mary would love that. So,
You can come to Atlanta, but honey.
Girl.
I'm like, you're struggling. How am I?
Yes. Because,
That's why I'm like, we go where the married friends are.
yes, that's a very
Come
good
on.
deal. I
Come
do.
on. But I don't know what's out here. What I've heard about is trash.
Maybe I'll give you my login information for Bumble. You can swipe for me.
Okay.
Because Bumble will
Got
think
some
I'm
matches
there.
I need to talk to. Bumble sent me a notification that was like, you've got 17 matches. Talk to them.
17? Get girl.
Yeah, I just haven't had time.
Yeah,
Haven't
I
had
haven't
time.
either.
What you
I let
doing?
2 matches expire.
What are you doing, Shannon?
Honey, but one of my friends is like, you are the busiest unemployed person I know.
Look. Good.
Listen, if it ain't one thing, it's another. I've been finishing tumblers and shoes, so that's a priority. I'm trying to push out content because I'm trying to work back up my consistency for whatever time we have left on this app, which that's a whole topic in and of itself.
So
As
what will
in-
Time do? Because he's going to go off on Time magazine for even allowing this to be published.
Well, but so I think that's the other thing. If he doesn't, it's because
It was petty.
he knows
It was
he
petty.
can't. Well, but that's what I'm saying. Like, if he only makes like a couple little, like a few little teeth. Yeah, I mean, they have him by his little hush puppies.
Puppies. I've never heard them referenced as hush puppies.
Well, he doesn't deserve.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this will be interesting.
Well,
Somebody caught it.
speaking of, how about the little musketeer?
That resigned.
See,
He resigned because of his racist tweet. So is that the litmus test? Like, you can't be racist? Come on. What really happened?
well, they're spending so much time saying they're not racist.
But baby, this reek.
But guys, he was racist before it was cool.
So this little boy, did your parents pull you out of that operation? Because I mean, their parents is all out. Their information is all out where their parents were. So was that the situation? And you had to say, oh, it's because of some tweet?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's weird.
No,
That whole
I mean-
situation.
I think
It's weird.
I think it was an optics thing because keep in mind, no one has been like, I was racist. I am racist. Like, they say things like common sense that it's DEI. You know what I mean? Like, Black people don't need to get like shots as often. Like,
The immunization schedule
thank you.
is different.
Yeah. They're saying it in roundabout ways. They're not directly saying it, which is giving their supporters the ability to say, well, we're not racist, right? Like, what have they done that's racist? Because it's not outwardly being like, I was racist before it was cool. That is a problem. They are not
we
at
need
that
to-
step yet. They want people that are racist, but they need people that are smart enough not to say shit like that in public.
Sort of like cheating. Just because you aren't doing the wild thing with someone doesn't mean you're not cheating.
I'm sorry. You're not doing the what?
The wild thing. Nice euphemism. I could have said the nasty, humping, scrumping,
Rumpet?
the hoochie coochie, scrumping.
Auntie Shannon has entered the
Rumpin?
Yeah, we
I
used to say
know.
scrumping in college. Did you scrump him?
Auntie Shannon is in the building.
I have a bunch of people who would recognize that.
I didn't.
Okay, I was
Well,
like,
y'all
is
are
it-
youngsters. You all are youngsters. You all forget. There's a nice little gap between us.
Not enough for scrumping.
Yes, there is, because you don't know it. Scrumping. And Stacey, you went to TSU. Surely somebody on that campus during the time you were there said scrumping.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Mhm.
I doubt it. I'm going to ask. I'll let you know next week.
Already.
Has anybody heard of scrumping?
Yeah, scrumping.
What?
You know, just all kinds of euphemisms. Just like they're, euphemisms for lots of things around here.
Yeah. Banging.
Yeah, say banging.
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
But scrumping?
Scrumping.
Playing Twister.
Naked twister.
Naked Twister.
I ain't never heard nobody call it twister. Mm-mm.
Really?
Yeah.
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 Really? Mm.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I used to jokingly call it the horizontal hokey pokey.
I can see that.
I could see that. I don't know if I've heard that. I've heard horizontal tango.
Yeah. Yep. I'm more of a hokey pokey girl, though. Yeah.
Not scrumping.
Not scrumping.
Yeah, I don't know what you're missing. Scrumping.
I think
Yep.
we're now
Mm-mm.
aware that we're not missing much.
No, y'all are left behind. Y'all are left behind. Scrumping.
No child left behind.
Y'all are left behind on this. Scrumping.
So, okay.
I wouldn't have minded being left behind on that. I'm
Scrumping.
going to add that one.
I don't think I am either.
Y'all don't know what you're missing. Okay. Look, fine.
Okay.
Suit yourself.
Okay, sis. Go off then.
Look, and Will.
What
And
else
Will,
has been tragic this week?
concerned about USAID being ended. The people being locked out, how much they want to shrink, right? So I could understand phasing out some programs that may be wasteful because I don't know. I don't have a list of programs
The
that,
condoms. Come on. Get out
I
of
mean,
here. The
if that's
$50 million
true-
worth of condoms.
if that,
I know it's not true, but then it went to $100 million.
Yeah.
He doubled it and said it was $100 million worth.
But
of
well,
I-
he's the great exaggerator.
You can still find the budget report for 2025 on the Wayback Machine. I went through it. It's insane. So anyway,
No prophylactic.
no, there's
To the sum of
they
50
do
million?
give out condoms in certain places, but none went to Gaza. Were scheduled to go to Gaza. None went to Gaza, but they do deal with like reproductive rights and like making sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, they buy condoms and they hand them out places and like.
Sure, it's to contain the spread
of
of
AIDS
HIV.
and
Yeah.
HIV and all the other awful syphilis.
gonorrhea, all of those things. And
It's
so,
a way to make it bigger than what it is.
well, we're a soundbite culture and we
Mhm.
love snippets of information with absolutely no context. And when you say, yes, we do provide condoms to countries where the sexually transmitted disease rate is super high and it's a public health threat, and we don't want it, part of their job also, and they would bring in like CDC and stuff, is to contain
Absolutely.
certain communicable diseases so that they don't leave wherever they are and jump the plane, boat.
And come.
Come.
Hello.
Welcome to America.
Surprise, surprise.
That's what I was just about to do.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure there was waste, but I'm very concerned about because we lead the humanitarian aid efforts in addition to like whatever NATO is doing. And I think we're responsible for like making sure food, like huge bags of rice, things like that, get to some of these countries because some of these countries are in the midst of humanitarian crises, i.e. Gaza, but there's also like the Congo. And I mean, there's some other places in the world that are having crises that USAID is providing food. And I'm like, where's our basic humanity and empathy?
We don't have any.
And less than 300 people can't do the work of 14, 15,000 people, which is, I think, what we're losing.
And there is food that is sitting at the port that is to be shipped, that is perishable, that is just sitting there going to waste right now because of these efforts and shutting down this department.
Well,
and it's just like,
and not only that, but there are literal farmers in the U.S. that are now going to suffer because they do things like special peanut butters and different things that then USAID purchases from the American farmers and then takes to help other countries.
and right now it's just in limbo. Stuff that's just sitting.
Well, I think I saw or read somewhere part of the farmers' bailout, I think when Biden took office, was a result of Trump cuts in the budget previously. And so we had to bail out the farmers because
Here we go again.
Yeah. And I'm like, here we go again, because farmers are going to be screaming that there's suffering, and where, you're not going to help them.
Yeah. Farmers,
And
I
again,
swear to God, if a single major farmer supports Trump or anyone in Trump's family ever again.
but eggs and her emails and eggs. Now it's but eggs. Hey,
I mean, it's ridiculous. It's wild. What about these protests? Has anybody gone out to protest?
I've not. I cannot get arrested.
Okay.
I'm still resting.
Yeah.
I'm still resting for now.
What about the rage bait that we've seen on social media where people are saying, where are the Black women? Where are they?
resting? I've got thoughts of concepts and prayers.
I have to clean out my fingernails.
White.
I think I'm having steak for dinner tonight.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because when we asked people to stand with us,
Nobody wanted to listen.
yeah, nobody wants to hear that we're the most educated segment of the American population. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to hear that, which means you really should follow us. Because not only do we have common sense, we've got a bunch of book sense and can call a spade, and a thing early on, because we can spot the BS a mile away. We see it
We can
coming.
spot a clown and a liar.
I mean,
And we
in
told
all,
people, oh,
in all honesty, this time it's not that hard to spot, but
people still went for the okie doke.
Oh.
And now we got that poor little pocket of Michigan upset
Dearborn,
because he lied to us. You think?
he lied to everybody.
didn't
but y'all
see?
fell for it.
Yeah. Then we've got Venezuelans who are like, but wait, we should be exempt. You didn't mean us.
yeah, no, they meant you, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
Surprise,
meant you.
surprise.
Yeah,
They meant you.
do sometimes be like, that sucks for them. But this time I'm like, sorry, you were such a giant dick and you cared more about your own perception than like the future and the greater good. Like, fuck off. You deserve it
I mean,
all.
I have empathy. I feel
I
bad.
don't even have empathy
because-
for them at this
So
point.
I feel bad because,
We
we're all
know.
suffering the consequences of handful, a
We
set
know
of
you feel
people's decisions.
empathetic.
So, I don't want people's parents, especially like dreamers who are still here. So DACA, those kids are still here. Those kids / young adults, things like that. They're still here, right? But their parents, on the other hand, are getting deported. So I don't want to see people's families separated. But at the same time,
You voted for it.
yeah, you voted against your own best interest. And again, we tried to tell you. And then the people, I see comments on social media, people are like, oh yeah, this is what I voted for. Yeah. But baby, when the chickens come home to roost and this thing ends up at your door and eggs are $10 a dozen, we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear you whining. You voted for this. We could have told you he wasn't going to focus on eggs. But, we're collateral damage in the midst of all of this as well.
Anybody but the Black woman.
Meanwhile, again,
Who you asking to help?
we the smartest people on the planet.
Anybody but the Black.
Got to prove we're 10 times better to equal your mediocre.
Jasmine Crockett said it best.
Sis,
I
I
love
could
her.
love her.
I do too.
Now she would be an amazing candidate once we get all these fuckheads onto an
She black.
island.
She's black.
And she's blackity black.
Well,
black.
No, I'm saying like
So-
if things were different, like she would truly make an amazing president. I'm not saying she would win. I'm saying she would make
Mhm.
two things could be true at once.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
She would be
because
amazing.
Kamala would have made a great president as well.
And, and I love Kamala and I love Barack, but let's be clear about both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
They were biracial.
Yeah.
They were more palatable to the American people.
Skin tone, huh?
America, your racism is peeking out and showing.
I know, because America doesn't like us dark-skinned Black women.
Us,
I
Dark
knew this
skin.
was happening. I was like,
dark
Us.
skin, male,
Right,
not
brown.
us. Look at the screen. Not in us. Look at this screen.
Yes, it is. Dark.
I'm
Brown.
so freaking delusional. You are not a dark skinned Black woman. Even a
Hell.
medium skinned Black woman. You are not. Look,
I cannot
I'm
have,
gonna
I have
hold
said this before. I cannot have an opinion in this.
I'm going to hold your hand when I say this, ma'am.
My hands are free.
I'm still going to hold them. I'm going to virtually hold them. Ma'am, you're a light-skinned, you're light-skinned it. You're a light-skinned Black woman. You're Black, but you're light-skinned, ma'am. You are not the darker end of the spectrum of color.
Not the lightest of the light, though.
No,
Thank
but
you,
baby,
LV.
she's not, but she knows where this is going.
Yes.
She's a red bone. She's a red
To
bone.
something else.
Oh, now we want to move on. Now we want to move on. Oh,
She is dark. She is bright.
yeah. That she is Jasmine Crockett, not Stacy.
Whatever. Don't be a hater.
No, I'm a hater.
My melanin.
It's not as strong as mine. Let's go foundation shopping together, sis.
Let's do it. I'll be in
Let's-
Atlanta.
Let's see what that looks like for us. Yeah.
Like we're sisters, but
yeah, of
we
different
can't
hues.
share a foundation.
We sure cannot.
No.
No.
A little darker.
So
Okay, I was-
delusional.
I am.
Delusional.
I sound like that
I was
man.
like, oh, I can't
Yeah.
even not
And
laugh
Elby
at
was
that
like,
one.
I
He
know
said,
where this
"Hey."
is going.
This is not me.
Be the lightest. Native American blood in me, but like still.
Listen, I have a friend, some of her aunts, some of her dad's siblings to pass. Like, and she's probably closer to you in age, Stacy. But yeah, she has several aunts and uncles who, when I met them, I was like, they could pass. They could absolutely, except when they open their mouth. The minute they open their mouth, you're like, oh, you can't pass. You can't pass.
So
To
my
the Black side,
grandparents
you go.
on my dad's side.
Really?
Really? Yeah. Both of them. My grandmother's people and my dad's people. So somehow this all landed here. Because my mama is your complexion, Shannon. She
Is
might
she
be darker.
really?
Uh-huh.
Your dad must have had some strong genes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So here I am. And like all my cousins, we look like this.
Yeah.
Really?
All of my cousins. We all.
But that's
like
why she's like, cause my mama.
Yeah.
No, ma'am.
Yeah. And it's crazy because my mom, out of my dad's siblings, they all married like women that were bright, light bright. My mama was the darkest. So very interesting.
My mother is probably a shade and a half lighter than me,
Okay.
but my dad was way darker than me. Like my dad was probably trying to think, maybe Idris Elba's complexion,
Well, Idris.
maybe.
Huh.
Baby, oh yes, he is a nice drink of water. I likes him. He does it for me.
Yeah.
But he's in a committed relationship. I'm no home wrecker. I'm no home.
God, he's good looking though.
He is. He's fine.
Mm-hmm. He looks good. But you know who looks good, and they're on the lighter end of the spectrum? Aaron Pierre.
That's Mufasa.
Yeah.
Aaron
Pierre.
Pierre. That's Mufasa.
I love that.
Yeah.
That went on for a long time.
You know, they
Lived
cut the
for a
comments off.
while.
They cut the comments off on the post.
Yeah, you know why they cut those comments off.
Because, baby, the women were going in.
Okay, the women had the glasses and were like this.
That is Mufasa.
That is Mufasa.
Yeah.
Said, wait a minute.
The people out here getting spicy, and Jay
It was
show
just-
done had to turn off.
I
the
don't.
comments.
I
It
don't.
wasn't his face.
But I also, I don't think it was just the ladies. I have a feeling it was, a number of
Everybody.
of gay men being like, "Wow,
That's Mufasa.
Yes.
Okay, Mufasa. Definitely king of the castle.
Yeah, we like that. We like
It doesn't take much for us now.
because baby, we
We
love
always gravitate to that when we're looking at things.
Don't you all show me and then I end up.
we show you.
No, I'm serious. Like, I am so oblivious to that.
I don't know how you are.
Always. Like, had
It
you,
depends.
like, it
I'm not.
took me a minute to understand why, because I was just staring at him. And then I saw in the comments and I was like,
Yeah.
oh. But my brain does not work that way. I don't know why.
It depends.
I'm a gray sweatpant girl.
I learned about that from Twitter.
Yeah, we're in the midst. We're actually coming up, at least in the South. We're almost, we got
You're getting
another
towards the end.
month or so of gray sweatpants season. Then it starts to get warm.
And then it's basketball shorts season.
That don't do it for me as
Yeah.
much as gray
No,
sweatpants.
gray sweatpants.
If you don't wear drawers, because there's a lot of men that don't wear drawers.
They should.
You can always
Neat.
tell.
I need
Oh,
them
you
to
can
wear
always
drawers.
tell.
Well, yes, you can tell, but I need them to wear drawers.
Well,
Because everything don't need to hang out.
No.
well, I
That's
mean,
fine.
if it's out, I can see it. I bet you I'll find it. I'm the one. Like, I'm wearing drawers today. Yeah,
I love a good gray sweatpant, though.
I do too.
Actually, any color sweatpant, if they're the right sweatpant.
It's got to be gray.
No, black is good too.
That's it.
Just depends on
No.
it depends on the
Depends on
package.
what's going
Green?
on.
Yeah,
Oh.
it depends on the package.
And let's just say, after dating Coach, I know that, rest in peace, because he did.
Girl, that man is not dead. He is not dead. Let's not put that on him.
He dead to her.
But yeah, but when you say rest in peace, Lord, he didn't have a service.
Anyway,
Okay, go ahead.
when he was wearing those green sweatpants.
It did it for you.
You said, ooh, let me see what's going on here.
Yeah. Yep.
As they like to say. I'm trying to see something.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see something. That's
I'm
when
trying
you
to
move
see
the
something.
glasses down. You have to,
I'm trying to see
and
something.
you have to open
Yeah.
your mouth with it.
Well, it's kind of hard for me to breathe right now without, so that works.
Yeah, I'm just trying to see something around here.
Hold on. I'm just trying to see.
See, for me, though, in actuality, it would be put on the glasses.
As we are. And it's fun.
It is fun.
It's fun.
Never a dull moment.
Not one, baby. Not one.
Oh my
Not one.
gosh. Yeah, because Aaron Pierre.
That's Mufasa.
Huh? And I didn't get it. Like, I didn't see it immediately. And
See,
so
that's-
when everybody,
Comments. I needed the comments.
well, I was like, okay, what is going on with Aaron Pierre? And I was like, oh, he's cute. And I was like,
Most times on a post, I'm going to run to the comments. Most. Not every single time.
Mhm.
Because now and again, I won't look. Baby, I ran to the comments. I was like, oh, I got to see what are we
what's
talking
the hype?
about?
Yeah.
What are we talking? What are we talking about? And which comments made the cut before they turned them off?
Because didn't Jennifer Hudson turn him off? On
Yeah,
her?
whoever was running the
Yeah. The show.
whoever runs the show account.
Yeah.
They turned them off, baby. They were like, we've seen enough. We've seen enough,
Thirst trappy women.
baby, all day.
Part of me is thankful that the comment section was there so that I could understand why this was so exciting. I mean, outside of just staring at him, because I'm like, I don't understand why this would go so viral. He's hot.
He's a cute drink
but,
of
like,
water.
He light skinned though, Shan.
He's still cute. I mean, I don't know if he's not my type, but he's cute. He's a cute
Mhm.
dog. Yeah. I also think another little light skinned one, LL. I think, yeah, and I've met him a few times. I've met him 2 or 3 times. Very nice man.
He is top 5 for me. I've been obsessed with him since I was like in high school.
Yeah, he's a cutie pie. He's a cutie pie.
And he stays out of trouble.
He does.
Yeah, he is like.
He does. And he's been married a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I love to see, do you follow him at all?
To me.
So I usually see it on Instagrams. Almost every summer,
Mm-hmm.
almost. Him and his wife, Samuel L. Jackson and his wife, Magic Johnson,
Yeah.
Holly
The
Robinson
vacation.
Peete.
Yeah.
They vacation together on Magic's yacht, and they usually sail along the Mediterranean,
Mhm. I've seen the picture.
Yeah.
Amalfi Coast, all of that. And so I love seeing all of them together. And then I love seeing when the women get off the boat and like go shopping or do whatever. It's just a lot of fun to watch them vacation, because that vacation literally is probably about 6 weeks long. It's a very long vacation because they're just out cruising.
I love Samuel L. Jackson.
I love him
Can you
too. Do you know
imagine?
he's in his like mid-70s?
Is he?
Yeah. He's in his like mid-70s.
And he's from Chattanooga too.
Is he? He's a Morehouse man.
Yeah. I love him. I love him. He's so candid. Did he ever speak about the election? I think he did.
I don't recall seeing anything, but I
I can
I
imagine.
zoned out and I tuned out a bunch of that noise because I was.
I feel like he did, but I can't pinpoint.
So yeah, but I love to see when they do that during the summer.
Yeah.
I love to see it
Hence
because
is why
usually
you love Black love. So speaking of wild things, what about the woman that went over to Pakistan for her 19-year-old husband? So, let's just break the Stacy train here. But okay, first of all,
The rabbit hole. God, I hope so at this point.
and she keeps turning down. So at one point in the beginning, she turned down tickets. Then she was like, "You can buy me the ticket." And then I heard she turned it down again after like they had bought him or something. So she's still there.
Well, now she's saying she's a citizen.
she's gonna stay there,
And they need to pay her
she-
$18,000 or something.
eyebrows tell me that something is going on, and then head isn't some.
But I think her family said there's some mental illness.
Absolutely. I mean, they didn't have to confirm that. When I looked at her and heard her talking, I was like, one flew over the cuckoo's nest. Like,
It's like
seriously.
she actually went there and called a news conference, and people came for the news
But-
conference.
Multiple times. She's had multiple conferences. And
So I haven't kept up with it. Like,
Oh,
I just found out about it. And I was like, now I'm obsessed. Because when is this woman? And she's from New York. Is her name Anya or something?
it's
I
something
forget.
like that.
And I'm like, what? People not going to get her.
Well, and I think my favorite part of it is that she initially catfished.
Did she?
Absolutely.
I don't
Oh,
know.
yeah,
I didn't know
yeah.
that.
It started out like he thought she was me.
Uh-huh.
She is not me. It might have been a blonde, like a white blonde or something. Like it was like a full on, not like a slight catfish. I mean, full blown catfish.
And she was invested in it. And she's going by his last name, too.
Yeah, because she says they're married because they have
They're
some
married.
service.
Yes, I did see that because I saw I think the very first news conference where she was like, and I need money, I need an apartment. She was, I need to go somewhere. I need to just
And demand things.
Yeah.
in life need to have that confidence and that level of boldness to just walk into the bank and be like, you all need to give me. Just
Yeah, but that's a level of mental illness.
yeah.
So I don't want you to have that. Like, you got on a plane and is she in Pakistan? Yeah, in Pakistan. And then she said, we're going to move. My husband and I are going to Dubai.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Everybody found the little boy, the 19-year-old?
I think he's still hiding.
Wouldn't you
Yeah,
be?
I've seen a picture of him. They showed a picture of him.
You need to share.
Well, and apparently the mom, I've seen a picture of him too. Like the mom, though,
was like, no. no,
yeah,
ma'am.
it's not. No.
Yeah.
And then that old guy,
It's nutty, y'all. Happened.
I don't know, but
And she has been running all across my timeline.
Yeah.
And I was like, who is this woman? And I was like, does she have flour on her forehead? Like something is going on here with those eyebrows.
she says she is not American anymore. She is Pakistani.
Self-declared.
With her U.S. passport.
Yep.
Well, shit, maybe all of us need to say we're from Pakistan too. Look at what's going on over here. How bad of an idea they're not mistreating her.
Well, no, I don't think they are. They apparently, I think they're housing her and feeding
They
her.
are catering to her.
Well,
And
they
I don't know
what
if
else
it's
to do
because
with
of
her. Like,
Because I think they like said to her family, like, hey, you need to come get her.
it's a parent when your child is being bad at a birthday
well,
party.
yeah, because
Who
she
needs-
won't go to the consulate, right? Like she won't go willingly
Take
because
her.
she said she's
Take
now
her.
Pakistani.
But those are things, that's kind of what's going on here. People are taking over things and saying, hey, I can do that just because I want to. I can take over a building. You can't make me leave. I mean, this lady, and she looks troubled.
She was dead serious.
Like they are dead serious over here.
Yeah,
There are parallels, unfortunately.
I'm mortified.
That lady went over there and then she has clothes. And I'm like, what did you bring? And her family knows that she has mental illness, okay? Why did nobody stop this?
But, I mean, could they have really? Short of a 72-hour hold.
Absolutely.
Anything
You
they
take
can
her
do?
passport.
Well, and you think she's
Oh.
getting out of a 72-hour hold? That 72 hours is becoming indefinite.
It is.
But what if she hid her passport from her family? Because
Can you not
paranoia.
call someone and be like, I don't know how that works.
I mean, but I guess I see it though, because like, well, I'm not going to be like, okay, my mom is batshit crazy. She says she's talking to some guy. Like, it probably actually isn't happening. She says she's okay, she's going to go. And then, oops, she's gone. Like, that probably is kind of how it happened. Like, okay, mom, you keep saying you're married to a 19-year-old from Pakistan. Okay. I mean, because that sounds crazy.
And has she been gone? I think since October. She's been over there for a while.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that. I didn't know she
Yeah.
had been gone.
Oh,
that
yeah.
long.
She's like,
It might be more like November. I don't remember. It's been a while though.
Look it up,
Yeah,
LV.
It's been a while.
yeah, she's
No,
been,
I
it's
didn't
not
know
like
that.
a week or two.
I didn't know
Because at
that.
first I thought it was like a week or two. And then I'm like, wait a minute, this lady has
Same.
been here for a while.
Oh my
I thought
God.
she had-
I typed in lady in and it's like lady in Pakistan.
Pakistan.
It's amazing how they know.
Yeah.
Girl, that lady, I was like, talk about different.
She's 33 years old. Ooh, she's 33? I thought she was older
That's
than that.
She
hard
looks-
33.
Yeah, she looks way older than 33.
Wait, I think I remember in one of the videos I saw she was eating.
At McDonald's?
Yeah, and they asked how old she
Ordered
was or
two
something.
of everything. And she's sitting there like a queen
Yeah.
in McDonald's.
Says a young man who claims to be your son later made a video alleging Mrs. Robinson has bipolar disorder. I mean, I think it's more than that there, friend. I mean, I'm on the New York Post. It took more than 3 months for the abandoned woman to get on a flight,
Abandoned woman.
despite locals rallying around to support her during which time her flight catapulted. So she did go home.
I thought she wasn't at home yet.
Yeah, I thought I thought they bought her tickets because she said, I'll go home. But then I thought.
No, she
like,
demanded someone buy her tickets.
She's at,
Yeah, but they bought them. They bought a ticket for her, but then I heard she didn't use it and she was still there.
Yeah, I heard that too. But I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week in my pockets in cash.
Is this a rant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a demand to the government. I saw this. It was like a press conference with like
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
a
a press
guy.
conference.
Yeah.
She told journalists during one conference shared on TikTok. Yeah. Yeah. There.
Now look at what is
don't
above
know.
her eyes. What is that? Like, what is that?
I don't know.
Look, now I got to go look again.
She was there for 3 months.
She needs to be checked in and get stabilized
You think?
because obviously. But can you imagine the embarrassment his family has? Think about that. Like, your son got catfished. Now we've got this woman that came over here and has made a spectacle. Bless her heart. Yeah, she just started popping up like this week. And I was like, oh, who
Well,
is this woman?
I think he got like cougar fished or no, lion fished, tiger fished, because that is beyond a catfish. I mean,
He,
I know his parents are shamed.
100%.
they probably
Yeah.
were just popping him upside his head.
Uh-huh.
That's why you can't get the internet is just taken away.
Yeah,
Boy, that internet.
he's definitely
is-
being set up. Arranged marriage
Yeah,
is
and-
happening right now.
Yeah, that one's wild. So that's a laughable moment. It shouldn't be laughable because she's sick, but
Yeah.
yeah.
But the audacity
Yeah,
Is at an
That
all
she
time
has.
high
right. That's the
maybe
thing.
that she
like,
has.
with those eyebrows.
They're drawn on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not even well.
Mhm.
And I wonder what she brought over there with her. Like, did she pack up her whole place to think that she's moving with her husband? Like, what happened here? What was in her bag? How much did she bring? Like,
Yeah. Did she
all
think
of
she
those
was
things.
doing?
Does she have money?
Clearly not. 'cause
Apparently
he was
not.
trying to make a
Yeah, she's
demand.
demanding cash from the government
I mean, but why would you think that would work out?
because she's delulu, literally.
She's ill.
Yeah, she's ill. She needs help. And I'm curious to know, and I know it's a lot of money, like why maybe a family member, and again, it's probably money, why a family member has not basically gone over there and been like,
Snatched her
bring
ass
your-
up.
bring your tail on.
Baby, I can imagine what her family over here is thinking.
Well, I'm wondering if did she go home? I didn't read enough of the articles.
She went straight to a facility. The way she has carried on, they picked her up from the airport and took her to a facility. She has a 7 initially.
She needs to. She absolutely needs a 72-hour hold. And then, even
Add some
further,
time to it.
you know, and get an
And
extension
obviously, she
for it.
doesn't need to be on her own.
She needs her
No.
passport taken. I don't think they mentioned 72 hours with her. I think it was, we're going to hold her.
But we need to do an evaluation.
You can have her back at some point.
Yeah, because I wonder, could they have made her have an evaluation in Pakistan?
I don't think that.
It's probably you just didn't want to muddy the waters.
Depends on what the Pakistani laws around mental health. Does Pakistan have laws around mental health?
Right. I don't know. Okay. So, good, bad, ugly for the week. Shannon, what's your good?
I think just surviving and protecting my peace. I have prioritized peace in this season because there is so much social media noise, and not just about the government, just a lot of things that are going on. And, everybody's got to think peace about all the things. So protecting my peace has been the good. Like, I'm making it happen, prioritizing that.
LV?
I don't know. I have cold. My pet's heads are not falling off. That would be. I mean, this week's been tough between cold, crappy weather, all the things. Yeah, I'm still breathing. Not out of my nose, but I'm still breathing.
That's kind of where I am. I'm alive. Yeah, I'm alive. It's been a long week. It's been family stuff going on. Work's been crazy. The world is crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm still here.
We're better off than Pakistan lady.
We have our mental capacity.
We are.
Yeah. Okay, what about bad, ugly? I'm sure they're the same.
Oh, wait. You know what our good is? The time cover.
That's
That's
it.
our good.
That's
That's
it.
our good.
That's it.
And he's triggered.
Yeah.
He's triggered.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to see this implode all weekend.
Yeah. Petty LaBelle and Petty Smith over here. We're
Yeah.
loving it. Notice.
So my bad and ugly, I still think this government mess with them targeting agencies, because the CDC is headquartered here in Metro Atlanta. And so I know at least 3 people who work for CDC, and I haven't spoken to 2 of them. One of them I saw a couple nights ago and was like, hey, do you have to go back into work? And she said, yeah, we're slow rolling it. Supervisors are going in person first. And, but the issue is, I don't know which department this friend works in, but they hotel space. They're like, whenever, like, she had to go in maybe 2 times a month. It's hoteling. So I think they're bringing all these people back and they don't have enough space to accommodate 100% of the employees back in the office.
Because it wasn't thought out.
It wasn't set up to be that way. Yeah.
No.
And they just want people back in person. And, let's be clear. What do we think is going to happen in 4 years? Because I think people are sick of this already. And I am prayerful that we will not elect another Republican as president. So they're going to get whiplash, because I'm sure the next Democratic president is going to be like, y'all go back to working remotely. Go back to working remotely. So I am bad and ugly. This is affecting real people that I know in real life that don't deserve this, that have been career civil servants of various agencies. Because one is actually like a scientist and does, like, I think, some work with infectious diseases and things. And I don't know that we can afford cuts at the CDC of all places, because public health is like, just, I think they're underestimating the impact of gutting public health.
Was never thought through.
Just creating chaos. But I'm prayerful that a lot of this will get tied up in the court system for years. That's what I hope. But that's my bad and ugly, because it's affecting people I know and they don't deserve.
LV?
There's so many things. Every time I turn around, it's like something else. And I think that my bad would be USAID, because that really concerns me. I've led a very philanthropic life. And so to see them slandered, and like we said, I'm sure that there are some things that can be cut from USAID's budget, but like, to gut them completely and put them on pause is just, definitely my bad. And my ugly is the fact that there are people out there that don't understand still that this is not normal. This is not we're not getting everything we asked for, that we are in danger, girl. We are in danger. And there are people out there still just like, da 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 da.
This is great.
Yeah.
The Gulf of America.
Help us. Just makes that so
And the
stupid.
fact that Google went along with that foolishness.
Google also laid off a good amount of people too. Did you see that? Did
Yeah,
heavy
they
layoffs.
stopped their diversity efforts as
Yep.
well.
So I think it was like a 10% is what I saw, reduction of force. So
Where,
pretty hefty. It might not be 10, but it was a pretty hefty number of people.
where's all this job creation?
Are you looking for it?
Yes, I am. Because
It's not happening.
the only thing that I can come up with is that they are trying to do it right now so that then in the future they could be like, oh, well, Biden was still president, or we were cleaning up Biden, so that was all residual from Biden.
He don't care about job creation.
Right, but he also enjoys placing blame on other people.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, we blame an airplane crash on DEI and Obama and Biden.
But they didn't have this type of catastrophe
Yeah, but
on their watch.
It wasn't just Obama and Biden. It was Buttigieg and Austin as well.
Yeah. So problematic. Stacey, you're bad and ugly.
Bad. We are still surrounded by people that are willfully ignorant, and they choose to be that way. They choose to say the wrong things, act inappropriately, instead of facing reality of what's happening. So that's really bad, in my opinion. Ugly, I would say, is I acted poorly this week, and I had a good time with a lady named Lorraine. She tried it, and yeah,
no.
I embarrassed
Poor
Lorraine.
Lorraine.
But Lorraine had it coming.
Is this on
And-
social media?
I'm guessing this is on Instagram,
Uh-huh.
Facebook.
It was on Facebook.
I knew it was either. I
Yeah.
knew it was Meta. I should have just been like Meta.
Yeah. Yeah, Lorraine had time, and I did too.
I remember. I know Lorraine.
Lorraine said that Jasmine Crockett was a hag, and I looked at Lorraine's picture,
Lorraine shouldn't be talking about hags.
and she just kept on going, and I told her she looked like weathered paper mache. So I wouldn't call anybody a hag. I just had time. But she was ignorant, but she was confident. She did remove all of her comments, but she doesn't know I made a TikTok about her name. So that was pretty ugly of me. I don't regret it. So if you try it, I'll do it again.
Again, Patty LaBelle.
Petty.
To the nth degree.
I got time.
She got time today.
And tomorrow.
I was
Next
going to
week.
be like, till the end.
Like,
of
sorry.
time.
Yeah. But it's just, thinking that we coexist with people like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of bad.
I struggle with that on a daily basis.
So
Because they do.
another week in the United States, the ghetto.
Hell.
And he still has this pen, and everything is an executive order because it can't be a law.
Yeah. He just loves those EOs.
Because he has no thoughts on how this can be anything besides an executive order. Think about that.
I try not to.
Think about
Because
how
it would have
slow-
more teeth and more lasting impact if they created laws.
Absolutely. And he knows it's not going to pass. And they're okay with giving the toddler the piece from the coloring book and giving him a mark. You got an idea. Yeah. They tear out a page and he's like, I get to say my name. That's what happens. This is the society that we are living in. This is America. I'd be interested to see what government offices will be infiltrated next.
I'm pretty sure they've all already, like the major ones.
Because they had access to opium.
I think they haven't just had their hand in the cookie jar. They have the cookie jar now. He had to work fast.
Which is
He only
like-
had so long before it started getting too much.
Yep. Guys.
So I feel like this is a hostile takeover.
It definitely is a hostile takeover. When they went into that building on Saturday and they have beds because they're not leaving these places, that's when you knew it was bad. So they don't have to be seen coming in and out. Has anybody seen Alonia?
No, from what I hear, Elun is sleeping snug as a bug in government
Where
buildings,
at?
basically.
Okay, yeah. There's a way to remedy that and tear it down, but it'll come out then.
How do we have two Hitlers at the same time?
People allowed
This is not what I meant when I made jokes about Hitler 2.0. I did not mean two of them. Because it is very
We are.
clear that they both have their own and it's aligning, but
I think it aligns in certain areas, but their agendas are not the same.
oh, right.
I mean, and when I say that, I mean, even as it relates to thinning out the workforce.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm really truly starting to think that Elune just wants to he wants to be in control of the entire world.
World domination, like a superhero villain.
He now truly is the richest man.
Thanos.
Yeah, but he's only rich on paper.
Yeah,
And,
because
if we stop buying Teslas and stop using a few other things,
That's why he's only got
maybe
so much time.
we'll hit him where it hurts. And I stopped wanting a Tesla a while ago.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm so glad that I didn't.
Same. So glad I didn't buy one because I wanted one, but so glad I did not buy.
well, friends, it's been real.
Been real.
We will see you next Thursday, friends, because we know we'll have more to talk about.
America's still gonna be a ghetto.
The beat goes on, and we'll be here.
Breaking it all down. So make sure that you are following us everywhere. Make sure you like, subscribe, do all the things that we tell you to do every week. And if you don't, Stacey will be coming for you.
Yes, she will. Yes, she will.
So apparently Shep will be coming for you too. But we hope you all have a great week.
Until next time.
Sisterhood meets sass. Bro, this is funny. This
Oh, I'm putting bloopers in at the end of every episode.
Do you see that wave?
Yeah. No.
Oh,
because-
just
yeah,
another.
It's like, no.
No. Jesus Christ. I know I get.
Maybe we need to say that at the beginning of the show. All of these thoughts are,
But
these are for entertainment purposes.
I can have. I actually can have the AI record. It'll be
Yes.
in my voice, and so it'll be
And
very
we can do it-
serious. Yeah.
Yeah, at the beginning of
Yeah.
Yeah.